Okay, so today we're really diving deep into something kind of different. And to be honest, yeah, a little unsettling. Hope.
Hope, yeah.
Yeah, we're cracking open Mark Manson's Everything is Fricked, a book about hope
Oh,
to
interesting.
figure out why it's not just some, cheesy self-help thing,
Yeah.
but something much bigger.
Yeah, it's more of like a force.
A force.
That can be, well, kind of terrifying if you think about it.
Yeah. And Manson throws this intense story at you right away about this guy Witold Pilecki, a Polish resistance fighter who volunteered to be imprisoned in Auschwitz.
Oh, wow.
Volunteered to go to Auschwitz.
It's almost impossible to imagine.
I know. What kind of hope would make someone do that?
It's like he's highlighting how deep hope runs in us.
Yeah.
Even in that darkness, we crave something to hold on to.
Yeah.
A belief in a better future. That's the power Manson wants us to really get.
Okay, so hope can push people to extremes like that?
Mm.
But how's it work in our everyday lives?
Well, he argues it's not just a feeling, it's a need. Like, we need hope.
Hmm.
He says true hope takes three things. Having something to look forward to, believing you can achieve it, and having people to share the journey with.
So it's like these three things give hope some structure.
Exactly. When any of those crumble, we feel it. Think about a time you felt truly hopeless. Was it because you lacked a goal or felt out of control or didn't have support?
Interesting. Manson tells his personal story about his grandfather dying. You'd think that would be pure despair, right? But for him, it sparked this weird sense of purpose.
It's our brains on hope. We're wired to find meaning, to create stories that give our lives purpose, even if they're based on nothing concrete.
Like our minds crave a story, a what's next, even when faced with the ultimate unknown.
Exactly. And that's where things get kind of tricky, even dangerous, you could say. This drive to find meaning, to grab onto hope, even when things are really dark, it can lead us down some weird paths. Remember that surgeon's scalpel idea?
Oh yeah, hope can heal or harm.
Right. Manson says that blind hope, the kind that ignores reality, that can be just as bad as despair.
Makes sense.
He brings up some really heavy examples. The Holocaust, brutal communist regimes, even awful things done in the name of capitalism, all fueled by this warped kind of hope.
So how do we tell the difference then? Between hope that heals and hope that just makes things worse?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Manson wants us to really look at the root of our hope. Is it based on ignoring the truth on delusion? Or is it grounded in reality and what we can actually change?
It's like, are we actually working towards our hopes or just kind of wishing for the best?
Yeah.
While scrolling through endless options on our phones. Ha ha. Speaking of which, this whole fake freedom thing really resonated with me. Too much choice, too much comfort. It's like we're drowning in options and it's exhausting.
It's a weird paradox, right? We want freedom and abundance, but it can make us feel paralyzed and totally unequipped to actually deal with things.
Holy.
Manson's point is that this constant chase for the next good feeling, it actually weakens our ability to handle the tough stuff.
We forget how to deal with the bad because we're so busy chasing the good.
Exactly. And that leads us to a really interesting and kind of scary question. What happens when we come face to face with an intelligence that doesn't have those limitations? Something that processes information and adapts way faster than we ever could.
Are we talking like AI now?
Yeah, AI comes up a lot in the book. Manson uses this fascinating example from the chess world about this program called Stockfish. It's like top-tier chess software. And it got totally crushed by Google's AlphaZero.
Oh, gosh.
Annihilated. Like, it wasn't even close.
Oh.
And the crazy part is AlphaZero learned chess in a few hours by itself.
Hold on. A program taught itself chess in a few hours and then beat something humans have been working on for years.
That's the point Manson's making. It makes you think about our place in the grand scheme of things you know.
Yeah, if a machine can learn that fast, what does it mean for us?
Exactly, especially when you factor in how much we rely on hope to make sense of the future.
I'm seeing where this is going. So we've got this powerful force, hope, built into us, and now we've got AI, this other powerful force, entering the picture. What happens when those two collide?
It's the big question, right? Manson says that whoever controls information often has the power. And AI, with how fast it processes data, could become the ultimate information gatekeeper.
So we might start looking to AI for hope, instead of like religion or something.
It's possible. Imagine thinking, almighty algorithm, tell me what to want, what to believe.
And that's the scary part, right?
Yeah, because if we outsource our hopes and dreams to something that doesn't get the human experience, we risk losing what makes us human in the first place.
Okay, so what do we do? How do we deal with a future where hope and AI are so intertwined?
Manson's solution is pretty radical. He says, what if instead of hoping for a better future, we just got better at handling whatever comes our way?
So instead of wishing for an easy ride, we learn to handle whatever the road throws at us.
Exactly. It's about building inner strength, being able to face challenges head on and learn from our mistakes.
So this whole deep dive has been pretty wild. We went from Auschwitz to artificial intelligence.
It's all connected, though, right? It all comes back to hope.
Hope is this double-edged sword.
Exactly. It can inspire amazing things, but it can also blind us.
So the takeaway is that real hope isn't passive. It's not about wishing for things to be better. It's about building ourselves up so we can handle anything good or bad.
Yeah.
About being able to say, bring on the future. I'm ready for it.
That's a powerful idea.
It really is. And if any of this resonated with you, we highly recommend checking out Mark Manson's Everything is Fcked. Until next time, keep those minds open and remember, the future is unwritten, but we get to make it meaningful.